Hi, Peter Rabbits. Welcome back for the last chapter of our book, My Father's Dragon. We finally have done it. We're on chapter 10. My Father Finds the Dragon. Wow, I can't believe it. When we think about all the animals that Elmer Elevator has met and how we have felt so bad for this baby dragon. Oh, here we go. When my father was crossing the back of the 15th crocodile, with 2 more lollipops to go, the noise of the monkeys suddenly stopped, and he could hear a much bigger noise getting louder every second. Then he could hear 7 furious tigers and 1 raging rhinoceros, and 2 seething lions, and 1 ranting gorilla, along with countless screeching monkeys, led by 2 extremely irate, that means really angry, wild boars, all yelling, "It's a trick! It's a trick! There's an invasion! And it must be after our dragon!" The whole crowd stampeded down to the bank. As my father was fixing the 17th lollipop for the last crocodile, he heard a wild boar scream. "Look! It came this way! It's over there now, see?" Crocodiles made a bridge for it, and just as my father leapt onto the other bank, one of the wild boars jumped onto the back of the first crocodile. Oh no, my father didn't have a moment to spare. By now the dragon realized that my father was coming to rescue him. He ran out of the bushes and jumped up and down, yelling, "Here I am! I'm right here! Can you see me?" "Hurry! The boar is coming over on the crocodiles too! They're all coming over! Oh, please hurry! Hurry!" The noise was simply terrific. There's the baby dragon. So excited to see Elmer. My father ran up to the dragon and took out his very sharp jackknife. "Steady, old boy, steady. We'll make it. Just stand still," he told the dragon as he began to saw through the big rope. By this time, both boars, all 7 tigers, the 2 lions, the rhinoceros, and the gorilla, along with the countless screeching monkeys, were all on their way across the crocodiles, and there was still a lot of rope to cut through. "Oh, hurry," the dragon kept saying, and my father again told him to stand still. "If I don't think I can make it," said my father, "we'll fly over to the other side of the river, and I can finish cutting the rope over there. Don't worry." There he is, working to get through that rope. Suddenly, the screaming grew louder and madder, and my father thought the animals must have crossed the river. He looked around and saw something which surprised and delighted him, partly because he had finished his lollipop, and partly because, as I told you before, crocodiles are very moody and not the least bit dependable, and they're always looking for something to eat. The first crocodile had turned away from the bank and started swimming down the river. The second crocodile hadn't finished yet, so of course he followed right after the first, still sucking on his lollipop. All the rest did the same thing, one right after the other, until they were all swimming away in a line. The 2 wild boars, the 7 tigers, the rhinoceros, the 2 lions, the gorilla, along with the countless screeching monkeys, were all riding down the middle of the river on the train of crocodiles, sucking pink lollipops. And they were all yelling and screaming and getting their feet wet. So this is what it looks like. That silly crocodile in the front turned away and started swimming down the river. And all those animals are stuck on the backs of the crocodiles. My father and the dragon laughed themselves weak because it was such a silly sight. As soon as they had recovered, my father finished cutting the rope, and the dragon raced around in circles and tried to turn a somersault. He was the most excited baby dragon that ever lived. My father was in a hurry to fly away, and when the dragon finally calmed down a bit, my father climbed up onto his back. "All aboard," said the dragon. "Where shall we go?" "We'll spend the night on the beach, and tomorrow we'll start on the long journey home." "So it's off to the shores of Tangerina," shouted my father as the dragon soared above the dark jungle and the muddy river and all the animals bellowing at them and all the crocodiles licking pink lollipops and grinning wide grins. After all, what did the crocodiles care about a way to cross the river? And what a fine feast they were carrying on their backs. As my father and the dragon passed over the ocean rocks, they heard a tiny, excited voice scream, "Bum-cack, bum-cack, we dreed our naggin. We need our dragon." But my father and the dragon knew that nothing in the world would ever make them go back to Wild Island. The end. And there, Elmer Elevator and the dragon are leaving Wild Island. Oh, Peter Rabbits, I had such a good year with you, and I hope that I get to see you. I know that you're going on to other schools, but when it's possible, you should come back to Paddington to visit, because that's where I'll be, and I will always want to see you and hear of what you're doing. Thank you so much for such a great year. Bye-bye.